am so excited you are watching this video because that means you are interested in hosting a Mialisia social. So I just wanted to walk you through some suggestions and some tips and kind of show you how I do a Mialisia demonstration at a Youngevity social. Okay, so first I just want to give you a few tips. When you are hosting an event, you always want to make sure you give your hostess a couple pieces of jewelry that she can use to show people that she's inviting, because we want to make sure that they understand that this is not just your everyday normal jewelry. This is the coolest, most versatile jewelry out there. And so if she has a couple of pieces that she can demonstrate some looks and show them the versatility, you're going to have a much higher success rate. You're going to get a lot more people to come to that social, I think, because it'll pique their interest because it's something different. Okay? When you get to your social and you're doing your setup, you want to keep it simple. Now, of course, you're going to need some jewelry, right? So you're either going to want to get our social starter or social selling starter kit, or you can get our Mialisia CEO Mega Pack that will give you even more jewelry. You don't need to have one of everything, so don't stress about that. You just need to have enough that you can do a good display, and you want to make sure you have enough that each person at the social can maybe have one long piece to play with while you're demonstrating, okay? Because that's key. So keep your display super simple. You can see here, it's not very elaborate. I just have things laid out flat. I've got some cute things displayed up top here. And it's just really, really simple. I feel like the more elaborate it is, it's beautiful, but people get a little intimidated and they don't want to mess up your display. But the whole point is you want them to play with it and have fun when that time comes. So keep it super simple. Make sure you're greeting people when they come in the door, get to know them, find out what colors of jewelry they like and what kind of style they like of jewelry, so you can kind of have that in the back of your mind. And then before they sit down, make sure that you have them grab their favorite long piece off of your display. And then you'll want to make sure you set aside the pieces that you want to use to demonstrate with, so they don't take those. So, to keep those aside and then let them pick their long piece, because if they've got it in their hands and they can follow along with you, they're really going to understand the concept so much better. Okay? So now that everyone has got their favorite long piece and your guests are all sitting, you're going to start your Mialisia demonstration. You're going to want to tell them a little bit about yourself, what it is that you love about the Mialisia jewelry, what it is you love about your Youngevity business. Really try to connect with them a little bit before you start into the actual demonstration. All right? So this is how I would do a Mialisia demonstration at a party. Again, I like to keep it simple. Of course, there are a billion different looks that you can show, but you don't want to overwhelm them. So pick your favorites and start there, all right? So with Mialisia, it's basically 4 steps in creating a look with our VersaStyle jewelry, okay? So step 1, you're going to start with one of our longer classic VersaStyle pieces. Step 2, you're going to add in one of our shorter expression pieces. And then step 3, you're going to personalize your look with our new Mialisia personalized lockets. And then step 4, you're going to finish off your look with your bracelets and your earrings and all of our fun little accents that we have with Mialisia jewelry. So I'm going to start with the long classic VersaStyle piece, which would be your step 1. You're going to pick out your favorite long classic VersaStyle piece. I'm going to show you some of the things that you can do with this. This is such a fun VersaStyle piece. Okay, so this is our Victoria hematite. This is one of our long classics. Classics run between 32 and probably 46 inches. They all have the little VersaStyle hooks on both ends, and then they all come with this little 6-inch piece of chain, which we call a connector. You can use this to extend the length of the piece or adjust it, and you're going to use it in some of the different looks that you create. But for a lot of the looks that you create, you won't even use this. You'll just set that aside. So I'm going to start with that set aside. Now, of course, you can hook this, and you can wear that just as a long open necklace like that. If you need it to be a little bit shorter for whatever you're wearing, you can take and you just overlap it on itself just like that, and you can hook into it. It really allows you to adjust it to be the exact length you need, which is so beautiful, right? Now, all of our pieces are designed in a way where you can hook into them at just about any point along the length of the piece, and that's one of the things that makes VersaStyle jewelry so incredibly versatile, okay? So you can wear it like that. Now, one of my favorite things that you can do with the VersaStyle jewelry is you can create layers. So you're going to bring your hooks down to the middle just like this, and then you're going to take and you're going to cross over. Now, if you want it shorter, you're going to hook up higher. If you want it longer, you're going to hook down lower, but you get to customize where that's going to hang, okay? So I'm just going to cross that over, I'm going to hook it in, and then I'm going to bring the other side up and over. And again, I'm going to hook that in wherever, I want it to hang. So if I want to double it up, I just hook it like that, or you can make it a longer, more mid-length piece like that. So it's great because you can hook it and it stays exactly where you hook it all day long, and you get that fun layered look with just one piece behind your neck. Super comfortable, okay? Another thing that I like to do with my classic VersaStyle pieces is to create what I call the tassel, okay? And so I bring my hook and I just hook it once right here in the middle like that. And then I'm gonna bring up the bottom hook here, and I'm just gonna hook that in right below the other hook. And you get this fun tassel-y look, right? Really cute. If you wanna make it shorter, you can just divide that little loop in half and hook it in. One of your hooks here is upside down. So you're just gonna hook it right in there. Now make sure you're following along. You've all got your long pieces. Make sure you're creating these looks as we go so you're learning and really understanding the concept of VersaStyle, okay? Because I'm gonna make you create a look in a minute. All right, so there's our clustered tassel, right? Just a little bit shorter version. Okay, I'm gonna show you another thing. So another one of the best things about VersaStyle is that you can wear it as a bracelet, okay? So you can take and it's one size fits all, which is so awesome, right? You're gonna take and you're gonna wrap it around and you're gonna hook it where it's comfortable, just like that. I'm gonna move these other guys out of the way there so you can see. Okay, so you hook it where it's comfortable. And then this is called my anchor strand, okay? So keep track of that strand because you're gonna hook back into that strand, okay? So I always kind of push it to the back. Then I'm gonna take and I'm just gonna wrap the rest of this piece all the way around my wrist here, and I am gonna hook it in to that first anchor strand again. It doesn't have to be in the same spot, just in the same strand, okay? And then you just give it a little shake and it evens out. And then you've got this super cute, sassy, layered bracelet that fits you perfectly, which is so great because everybody has different size wrists and not all bracelets, fit everyone except for VersaStyle. So hooray for that, okay? Now I'm gonna show you something fun for those of you who like statement pieces, okay? We call this the triple, okay? And this is our trickiest look, but I have confidence that you can all create this look, okay? So you're gonna start with a piece like this. You're gonna fold it into a Z shape like that, okay? Your top layer is gonna be the shortest, then your middle's a little longer, then the bottom one is the longest, okay? You're gonna take, and in the corners, you're gonna hook your hooks in, just like this, and you're just gonna pull that link around so it sits on the back of the hook like that, okay? And then you're gonna kind of space it out. Now, if you need to lay this down on the table, you can totally do that to help create that look, okay? Then I'm just gonna hook it into the other side, same way, okay? Just hook my little link around there and just grab the top of those hooks. And now you've taken your long classic piece and turned it into a triple layer, more of like a statement style piece. And of course, this is when you're gonna wanna use your connector, unless you have like a super skinny neck, which is possible, okay? So I'm gonna take my little connector and I am going to put that on just like that. And now you've got super cute, sassy statement piece, okay? Now, there are tons more things you can do with this. I'm gonna show you one more, and I'll just talk you through a couple of the other things. You can use VersaStyle jewelry as a headband. You can use it as eyeglass chains. You can wrap it around your ankle or your boot. It looks super cute on a boot. People use them for key finders. They'll hook them through their keys and like drop them into their purse and attach it to the, the strap of their purse. I mean, I've seen people do the craziest stuff with this. It's whatever you want it to be, and that's the beauty of VersaStyle. You really get to express. But another one of my favorite things you get to do with VersaStyle is you can actually wear it as a belt. Really cute with longer shirts or with a cute little dress. But you just take and you hook it on, and you've got this super cute, sassy belt. And then you could take and add another piece into it if you want a little pop of color or whatever, but it's just a really fun way to wear VersaStyle. And again, it's one size fits all. And if you need to hook, multiple pieces together to get the length that you need, you can totally do that. You really just get to customize it, okay? So there are just some of my most favorite looks with the long classic VersaStyle pieces, okay? And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna give you just a few minutes to recreate your favorite look out of all of the looks that I just showed you, okay? So I'm just gonna turn on the music and let you create for just a few minutes, and then we're gonna learn a little bit more about VersaStyle and kind of add to your looks, all right? Okay, so now that you've learned some of the fun ways that you can wear one of our classic VersaStyle pieces and you've had a chance to create some looks of your own, I wanted to introduce to you the next step to VersaStyle jewelry, which would be our expression pieces. Now, our expression pieces are our shorter pieces. And they also can be worn in multiple ways. They have the hooks on both ends, just like the other pieces do. And they also come with a little connector piece in the middle to extend the length. So, you know, with the classic VersaStyle pieces, you saw that you can create so many different looks. But when you start mixing and matching and combining some of the expression pieces, that is when it gets really, really fun. And you see the infinite possibilities with the Mialisia VersaStyle jewelry. So I've got some friends here that are gonna help me show that, okay? So first I'm gonna have Tiara come up. So you can see that Tiara has created a double with our Summer's End piece here. So she brought her hooks down, crossed them over, and created that double look. I'm gonna take our Lazy Daisy piece, and I'm actually gonna take it and I'm gonna add it in. Now I could take and I could add it in below those double layers. I could add it right in the middle, or I could add it up above. So you get to kind of customize that. I kind of like it actually below for this look, so I'm just gonna hook it in just like that. And let that hang there. Now what I love about this is you can layer multiple pieces into your VersaStyle jewelry and you still end up with just one piece behind your neck, so it keeps it super comfortable. One of the things I love about it. So, okay, thank you so much, Tiara. Okay, next we're gonna have Melissa come up. Now, Melissa was very brave and she attempted the triple, which turned out beautifully. Triple is probably our trickiest look, but she did it awesome. And she made them all the same length, so it hangs all together here. You can see she's got the precious pearls tripled up. You get the 3 strands, and it's kind of more of a chunky look. I'm gonna take her piece and I'm actually gonna add to it. So I'm gonna hold it. You can see she's got her connector on here. I'm actually gonna hold it by the connector. I am gonna take our little expression piece here. It's just a little pop of color. I'm just gonna hook it in really anywhere, kind of up by the hook there on the precious pearls. I'm just gonna take and wrap that around and around like that. Just kind of swing it around. And then you're gonna find a spot to hook it on the other side. But then you see you've totally changed up that look. And rather than the 3 layers separated, you've kind of tied it all together kind of in more of a rope twisted look and added that little pop of color. So I'm just gonna take and hook that back on there. And that's just a fun way to change that up by adding one of your expression pieces. So thank you, Melissa. Okay, next up I've got Celestina. So Celestina took our Avondale and she created the tassel, which I love the tassel. I also love this collared shirt that she has on here. I love the ones that have like the little open V there, and I know exactly what I'm gonna do to it. I'm gonna take our Grace piece, which is a big, chunky, kind of sassy, classy, I like to call it, expression piece. I'm actually gonna just put that up short around her neck and kind of let it sit underneath the collar. It kind of softens that piece because it's pretty bold. But then I'm gonna let that tassel kind of frame it a little bit like that. And then if you wanted to, you could take your tassel and you could actually make it just a little bit shorter. You just split it right in the middle of the loop there. And you just hook it up into that little hook right there. And then you've kind of changed up the look and kind of brought it all together. So there is that. Very fun, right? Okay, thank you, Celestina. Okay, so we could go on and on and on, creating all kinds of fun looks with the classic VersaStyle pieces mixed with our expression pieces. And I'm gonna give you a chance to do that. I could demonstrate forever, but I would rather just let you guys play. But before we do that, I want to talk about our newest addition to the Mialisia line, which is our personalized Mialisia lockets that we're super excited about. And that's just gonna take your look to a whole new level. And so I'm just gonna show you how those work, okay? So we have these great, amazing lockets. So with the lockets, you start out by picking your locket. We have heart-shaped ones, we have round ones, we have the oval ones, and we have them in all different metal colors. And then we have all of these fun things that you can put inside to personalize it. So you would start with a coin or a screen that you can put. It kind of sits in the background of the locket. We also have these fun little inspiration rings that say different things like inspire and love and things like that that you can stick inside. And then we have, my friends, like hundreds of charms that you can choose from to add in there to express kind of what's in your heart and the things that are important to you in your life. Now this one I have created is one of my favorites. This one actually reminds me of my grandma. She was amazing and I love her so much. There is a little music note in there and a little piano because my grandma played the piano. She was a concert pianist, so talented. There's a tiny little bumblebee in this one. Her name was Bee. Her name was actually Elise. but her nickname was Bee, and she always wore like little bumblebee brooches and things like that. Everybody called her Bee. So there's a little bumblebee in there. There's a little kiss in there because she was super, super affectionate. Always loving and hugging on us. Just such a warm, wonderful woman. And then there is some scriptures in there. My grandma, as long as I can remember, every time I saw her, in the evening, anytime I go and spend the night with her, she always was reading the scriptures. She always had a stack of Bibles next to her bed. And so that's something that was special to me as far as remembering her. So that is kind of the whole point behind these lockets. You really get to create something that... you can create something for someone else, or something that reminds you of a special event that happened in your life, or things that are special to you. So it really allows you to personalize that look that you create, and it's just a great addition to your VersaStyle jewelry. Okay, and we're going to have a chance to play with that as well. All right, and then our last step is we have awesome wrap bracelets and bangles and cuffs and all kinds of things that you can choose to finish off your look. We have these fun little bangles with the droplets and charms that you can hang on them. And then of course we have an amazing assortment of earrings that you can use to finish off your look. So those are our 4 steps. We've got the classic VersaStyle pieces would be step 1, where you're going to choose your look. We've got the step 2, where you add in your expressions and really express your style. Then we've got our 3rd step, where you're going to personalize your look with the lockets. And then step 4, you're just going to finish off that look with your bracelets and your earrings and all of our last little accessories. So the most important thing I want to talk to you about before we close up is our Mialisia message. Now, all of our VersaStyle pieces have this awesome little tag on it, and there's a little M, and then there's a little infinity symbol. And the M stands for Mialisia, of course, and then the infinity symbol stands for infinite possibilities with your jewelry, with your life, with your business, but most importantly, it stands for infinite worth. My mission with Mialisia is just to remind everyone, women especially, that you have infinite worth. Every package of jewelry that goes out with Mialisia has a little card in it that says you are of infinite worth, and I believe that with all my heart. So, so important to me. So just make sure that you remember that and that you're sharing that with everybody you share this VersaStyle concept with. Then at this point in your party, you are going to turn on the music, you are going to step back, and you're going to let everyone play with the jewelry, okay? This is the fun part. This is where you get to help them create. And don't sit back in the corner. Make sure you get up in there and help them create their looks, make suggestions, because this is really when they're going to fall in love with their looks. And it's going to be great. So those are just the basics on incorporating the Mialisia VersaStyle jewelry into your longevity socials. So have fun with it. Make sure to demonstrate and play and share and have a great time, and happy social selling. Thanks so much for watching.